Hello YouTube, this is Marauders here, and today we have the Razer Turret wireless keyboard. I don't care what Razer writes on their website, but I refuse to call this a lap board. So basically, this is a wireless keyboard which Razer has made to cater for the segment of users who needs a keyboard with their television. So that's why it's basically extra wide. There are some sticky feet at the back, and well, the whole surface is sticky, so it's not just a sticky feet, it's a whole rubbery surface, so that you can rest it on your lap and you can type while you're sitting on the couch, using the TV as a computer or something. So what we have here is a pretty decent compact Chile style keyboard. The keys don't feel too mushy, even though you can see that they don't have much of a travel distance. Feels okay to me, and I don't have much complaints from typing on it or anything. So it feels okay. For gaming wise, because this is a gaming device, there is a 10 key anti-rollover feature, so you can press a lot of keys at the same time without cancelling each other out. One thing to note is that since this is a compact keyboard, the arrow keys are in the compact one bar arrangement, so some people might not like that. Then the good thing is, of course, because this is a gaming keyboard, so the function keys are, well, they're function keys instead of shortcut keys by default, so you can access your quick save or whatever just by pressing on it. The other interesting thing about this keyboard is that since this is a wireless keyboard, some might be asking, is this a dongle wireless, or does this use a wireless dongle, or does this use Bluetooth? Well, here's the interesting part. It uses both, because there's a little slider here. Just make sure you can see it. There's a little slider here, so now it's Bluetooth. And if I slide it, it will be 2.4. Yep. I can't tell very well whether you can see it. So you can see it's either 2.4 or it's Bluetooth. So you can choose either. You can just use either one. You can use either Bluetooth, or you can use the wireless dongle that comes with it in your computer. Which that's an interesting choice. You have the flexibility of doing so. I don't find any different on whether they're using the wireless or the Bluetooth. The anti-rollover and everything seems to work properly regardless of whichever connection method you use. So on the whole, as a keyboard, works pretty well. Then now, because this is a couch system, the interesting part here is this is not a touchpad. This is actually a mouse pad. It's just a flat piece here, and you can actually fold it over, which will reveal the charge ports. And what you do is this thing uses a built-in unreplaceable rechargeable battery. So you have the Razer gives you this dock. So to charge, you fold it up and then you plug it in. The dock itself is powered by a power cable, which actually ends in a USB port, so you can either choose to connect it into your computer or into the power plug which Razer provides you. And if you're wondering, folding this down doesn't turn off the keyboard or anything, because the keyboard is actually powered by a on-off switch here. So if you needed to use this keyboard on a table instead of in your lap, and you don't want the mouse pad part to take up too much space, you can actually fold it up and use it like this. The interesting thing is that because of the weight of the mouse pad, and also how much the they occupy so much of the bottom half, you can actually type without worrying about the keyboard flip-flopping when you're typing. So I actually use this mostly use this in this configuration. Usable, no problems. The only issue I have is that when you fold it in this manner, these corners aren't rounded, so they actually bite into your hands if you have it near there. So yeah, that's something to note. Now the turret isn't just a keyboard, it's a wireless keyboard and mouse system. So here is the wireless mouse that comes with in the turret keyboard set. It looks like, I think this is the Orochi or something that Razer also has. So again, the mouse, you have the ability to choose between Bluetooth and wireless, and it's ambidextrous mouse. You can see you have the key, yeah, it's symmetrical, asymmetrical. Okay, it's ambidextrous, and you have 4 extra buttons, 2 at each side, so you can customize that using their Razer Cortex software. The mouse is powered by a removable battery, and of course you have the dongle itself is stored in the mouse body, the RF dongle. And why is it so hard to come out? So the RF dongle is stored inside the mouse itself. Now, here's the special thing about this mouse. On this mouse, you see that there are 3 metal glints here. Now, these are actually magnets. So there are 3 magnets here on the mouse, and what this is supposed to do is, now if you ever use the mouse on your lap when you're watching TV, or just using a mouse on your lap, you notice that it will slide off pretty easily because of the angle. So what the magnet in the Razer Turret's mouse does is, yeah, it doesn't hold it in place. That's kind of disappointing to me. Of course, the magnets you can't make a mouse that sticks to the mouse pad, because, well, a mouse needs to move around a lot, and if you make a mouse stick to if the magnets were strong enough to hold the mouse stationary on the mouse pad, it means that the user will be using more effort to move the mouse. And since this is targeted as a gaming peripheral, that isn't very good. So then you might be asking, why the magnets in the first place? Now, if you ever use a mouse on your lap position like this, you notice that you find that it's actually very tiring, because what happens is that your hand subliminally tries to keep the mouse hold it steady from falling or tipping over. So what the magnets do is that it will assist the mouse to stay on the mouse pad. So your hand doesn't have to subliminally keep the mouse steady. The magnets just serve to ease the holding of the mouse in the position, but it doesn't actually stick it onto the pad. So it will still fall off the moment you let it go, but if on longer durations, you find that this is less tiring than using an actual mouse on this pad. And yes, you can use another mouse on this pad. This is a high DPI mouse, so therefore you don't need to just keep shuffling it over and over again. But if you feel that this mouse is a bit small, you can just use another mouse on this mouse pad, a similarly high DPI or whatever, up to you. But one thing you should know is that, remember about the magnets here? So because there are magnets here, this is basically metal, and some mice don't like it when you have, especially wireless mice, don't like it when you have metal nearby, so might have some interference problems. I tried using my Microsoft mouse on it. When I used my Microsoft mouse on it, I didn't feel any problems. I tried using my brother's, I think it's a G950, Logitech G950 mouse on it. Also no problems. But of course, your mileage may vary depending on the different whatever Bluetooth radio is in your computer. Okay, so not much issues. It's actually it works. So other than if you were considering an actual keyboard and mouse set for use on your TV, on a TV, well, if you can since this is a piece of Razer equipment, so the price is relatively high. I don't think it's quite justified, but this is the only wireless keyboard I've seen that has a 10-key rollover, which is pretty interesting. But I do have one peeve with the thing. Now, as a typical wireless device, if you don't touch the mouse or you don't touch the keyboard for a while, you'll go to sleep. Now, the mouse can be woken up just like any other wireless mouse. You shake it a bit, you press the buttons, it will just wake up again. But the problem is, a typical wireless keyboard would wake up if you just, well, slap the spacebar a few times. That's what I usually do. The problem with the turret is that it doesn't wake up when you press the keys. If it goes to sleep, you have to press the power button again. And to me, that's a very irritating quirk, because I'm using my PC to control my console game recording. So while I'm playing on the console, I'm not touching the keyboard for a long time, and I need to stop or start the recording. I press the keyboard and I don't see anything happening to the recorder. Then I realize that, oh, I need to wake it up by pressing the button again. And it's irritating. It's because you can't tell whether it's on or off normally. You have to press the button, and if you see it blink and then hold steady at either green or blue, then it's on. If you press the power button, you just see it blink red, and then it's off. So, well, that's my nitpick with it. That's what I hate about it. But other than that, if you're in the market for a wireless keyboard that has 10-key rollover, something that is, I would say, something you can call a gaming wireless keyboard, yeah, this is the only thing I've seen so far that has that. Sure, why not? It's definitely a bit overpriced, and but can't deny that this looks cool sitting next to your TV. Okay, this is Marauders. I'll see you all in the next video.